Now, just before the First Lady took off for Eastern Europe, I had the opportunity to speak to her about some pretty heavy topics, like political attacks on her family and how she is breaking ground by keeping her job outside the White House. Take a listen. You and the president are the first example that I can remember, I'm sure somebody will fact check me on that, of a blended family, a blended first family. Do you think of yourself as setting an example for the American people in that way?
You know, it just happened so naturally, and I think really when Joe and I married, I mean, our first date, I think Joe and I went out together. Every date after that, it was the four of us, and we went to the movies, dinner, on vacation. We got married together. So, it was the four of us. So it just was a natural progression. And, Simone, all it takes is love.
All it takes is love.
All it takes is love.
All it takes is love. You are known as a fierce defender of your family, Dr. Biden. I can vividly remember many times on the campaign trail where you physically blocked someone from coming up to your husband.
Yes.
I remember a day where I jumped on the stage with you, but you had already done half the work. For me, I just carried him off afterwards. I wonder how you handle the very personal attacks on your family when it feels like in a political climate where there seems to be nothing off limits.
Well, I have to say, I've been a political spouse for, over 40 years now, and it never gets easier. When you hear someone attacking your husband, or for me, someone attacking my children, it's never easy. It always hurts. You think you're going to get stronger and tougher, but when it's your kids, forget it.
All right, Dr. Biden, the First Lady of the United States of America and the teacher. You are actively teaching right now, correct?
Yes.
I believe you are the First Lady to have a job outside of the White House. This is something you did as Second Lady as well. And a little birdie told me that when you became the Second Lady and you said that you wanted to continue to teach, someone said, oh, well, First Ladies do not do that. Obviously, you went on to teach. Why was teaching so important to you that you would not take no for an answer?
Because it's what I did my whole life. It's my career. It's what I love. It's my profession. And I told Joe when we were elected, when he was elected as VP, I said, I'm going to continue to teach. And my staff said, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I said, yes, I can. And I will. And I did. And I did it all through. I mean, it's, going on 30-some years now that I've been teaching. And then when we were elected, when Joe was elected as president, I said the same thing. Joe, when we go in there, I'm going to teach.
Was it even a question this time around?
Well, I think it was, this is a little bit bigger platform. I don't know. But then, Joe supports me. And so I just walked in there. And I love that my students, treat me as Dr. B. We never mention politics. We don't talk about the White House. I never say First Lady. And that's the joy of the job for me, that they treat me as their English teacher. And I love that.
I think it's fascinating that you are in the classroom right now, and I have heard from a lot of teachers, actually, who were excited about this interview. And I'm wondering what your message is to teachers right now. Many of them feel attacked in this current climate. They are navigating various issues in the classroom, and I'm wondering what's your message to them right now? What would you tell them?
I would say that we really celebrate teachers because look what they did through the pandemic. They did they taught in a day, learned how to do Zoom, and they delivered lunches, and they helped kids and parents with, working computers. And we just had Teachers of the Year at the White House. So I think teachers are amazing in what they do and how they connect with kids. And now, especially, I think with so many kids experiencing depression and mental illness and trying to find their social skills again, teachers are invaluable because I'll tell you, Simone, they trust us. And, they look to us for answers. And a lot of times they may not have someone to go home to, but we listen to them and help them find solutions, whether it's about life or whether it's about what's going on in the classroom.
I want to ask you about your legacy. Because I think I know you pretty well, Dr. Biden, and I do not think that you wake up every morning thinking, okay, how am I going to build a legacy today? No, I don't think you do that. No. But whether you are trying to or not, you are creating a legacy. I think about other former first ladies, like Secretary Clinton as first lady. She went to Beijing and declared that women's rights are human rights. Laura Bush as first lady, she championed literacy.
Literacy, yeah.
What do you want people to remember about you?
I don't know. I think maybe that I was independent, that I am a working woman, that I'm a teacher, and that my career, my independence, is very important to me, but not at the cost of being First Lady. So I try very hard to create a balance, and I try to hopefully do my First Lady job well, and hopefully do my job as Dr. B well. But, you know, Simone, as women, I mean, we just working moms, we have to figure it out. And
every day.
Every day you figure out how to get those lunches packed and how to, you know, get the books bagged and how to get the kids up. So we figure it out.
I think there are a lot of young women especially who, in hearing you say that, will feel inspired. And I think a lot of mothers that will just take a sigh of relief and say, okay, yes, she gets it. Growing up, I often heard that you can't really have it all. You got to choose. But I think some people could look at you and say, well, maybe you can have it all, or just look like you have it all.
It doesn't mean you have to do everything perfectly all the time. Yes. You know, some days are better than others. But I think, you know, if you give yourself that space and that grace and say, well, maybe I can do better tomorrow. Because you do have those days that you question yourself. You know, did I do this right for my kids? Did I say the right thing? Did I hurt their feelings? But, you know, it all comes back if you have love in your heart for your kids, you know, and they know that. I mean, my kids, I feel, supported me every step of the way, and that was so important to me.